Are you looking for the best teepee tent? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best teepee tent on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Kazoo 8-Person Instant Teepee Tent. The Kazoo 8-Person Teepee Tent is one of the easiest big teepee tents to put up and wins our award for the best teepee tent. It is simple enough that one person can set it up, and you'll have this one up in about 15 minutes. This tent is large, and you can sleep 8 people in it with heads near the center pole and feet towards the sides in a circle, as long as you don't need all your gear in the tent as well. This is the perfect car or festival camping tent at a rather heavy 23 pounds (10.4 kilograms), as it's designed for sleeping lots of people, not for carrying long distances. The mesh inner is made of no-seam mesh and has a sewn-in floor and 2 zippered doors for easy access. The tent also comes with a rain fly to protect you from the elements. You can use the fly as a sunshade or shelter without the mesh inner, and a peak height at the center of 120 inches, 305 centimeters. There is room for even the tallest person to stand up in this tent. The floor of the mesh tent and the outer fly is made of Oxford polyester with a 3000 hydrostatic head rating that provides excellent waterproofing and helps make this a 3-season tent. The tent has 4 meshed vents near the top of the tent, and as the fly doesn't touch the ground, you have 360 degrees ventilation at ground level, allowing this vertical airflow to prevent any condensation. This ventilation is great in summer, but it will be hard to keep this tent warm in colder weather, as there is no way to close the gap and keep heat inside the tent. The tent comes with an anti-rust central pole made of iron. The floor is reinforced where the pole attaches to the floor, making it easy to know where the pole should go. It is nicely built and very reasonably priced, easily earning the award of the best teepee tent overall. Kazoo backed this tent with excellent customer service and a 2-year warranty. At number 2. Alps Mountaineering Trail Teepee 2-Person Tent. The Alps Mountaineering Trail Teepee 2-Person Tent is great value for a 1 to 2 person backpacking tent of this quality. There are several tents at this price point, but this is the best of the tents for quality, weight, and features. It's light, not ultralight light, but at 3 pounds 6 ounces, it's not bad. This teepee doesn't come with a pole. You must use a trekking pole that extends to at least 51 inches, 130 centimeters, or a branch. You can also hang the teepee from the external loop from a branch. It has a quick setup time. The rainfly is 1500 hydrostatic head rated polyester, and the floor is a polyester taffeta with a 3000 hydrostatic head rating. These ratings are plenty for 3-season backpacking. There is a mesh 360 degrees panel around the bottom of the tent just above the bathtub base. With 2 adjustable vents near the roof and 1 in the door, you have control of the ventilation airflow inside the tent. The bottom vent makes it hard to keep warm in colder weather, so it's not really a 4-season tent. But the tent will be great for summer or as a 2 to 3 season tent. The airflow is controlled by tensioning each guy line on and off. This slumps or expands the mesh around the base and opens the top vents. This teepee does have double-stitched covered sealed seams, but reports suggest that the seam sealing is not the highest quality, but it's okay for this price point. Water can flow in via the vented base, so you need to make sure the bathtub floor lip is off the ground and is covered by the fly. APLS is a well-respected budget brand. This tent is good quality for this price point and provides good value for a solo short trip backpacking tent. At number 3. OneTigris Iron Wall 1 to 3-Person Teepee Tent with Stove Hole. The OneTigris Iron Wall tent is not a 3-person tent, especially with the inner mesh room and stove fired up. It's a roomy 1-person tent or a cozy 2-person tent in reality. The door's zipper is right next to the hot stove, so you'll need to be careful when using the door. This tent is an interesting heptagon shape, with 7 sides, not the typical teepee 6 or 8 sides. The internal tent is made of mesh with a polythene floor and is 5-sided, so it can be challenging to sleep in this unusual shape with another person. The mesh inner covers the sleeping area only and hangs inside the external fly. It's quite a roomy little tent for 1 person, and the 3.2 pounds weight makes it attractive to backpackers who could easily ditch the pole to lose more weight. Great in winter with a stove or in summer for backpackers who want something more like a fair weather tarp with insect protection. Overall, a good little tent with a non-standard design will give people something to talk about on the trails. It weighs a bit more than similar tents but costs less. At number 4. Winterial 6 to 7 person 4-season teepee tent. The Winterial 6 to 7 person 4-season teepee tent is an interesting shape and design and will attract attention wherever you set it up. It has 10-foot ceilings, and its octagonal floor area makes it feel spacious and airy. The specs say it fits 6 to 7 people, but it will comfortably fit 4 people and their gear. If you are car camping, you'll get more people inside as gear can go in the car. The 4-season rating is probably a bit ambitious. The biggest issue is its waterproofing capabilities. It has a waterproof rating of 1500 waterproof but will only stand short showers. The floor is made from woven plastic that will let water seep up through it in heavy rain. You'll need a tarp underneath it to keep the floor dry. There are 4 vents in the sides and a top vent that draws the air up, but, note well, the top vent does not have mesh, and this is where all the bugs get in. Winterial customer support seems pretty good, which is useful as the instructions don't seem always to be packed with shipping. It's pretty intuitive if you're familiar with teepee tents. At number 5. Guide Gear Deluxe Teepee Tent, 2 tents person. A very distinctive looking tent with a tall silhouette that you certainly won't lose at a festival, the Guide Gear Deluxe Teepee Tent is certainly a conversation starter. This teepee is a whopping 14 feet by 14 feet with loads of space for the whole family and lots of gear, and it also comes in a smaller 10 foot by 10 foot size. It takes one person about 20 to 30 minutes to set up or 10 minutes for 2 motivated people. This tent weighs in at a hefty 23 pounds 15 ounce weight, 10.5 kilograms, the steel pole making up a lot of that weight, so this teepee is best for car camping, festivals, or longer family holidays. The tent material is rated at 1,200 hydrostatic head, making it waterproof, but there are reports of leaks around windows, zips, and seam seals not working. We recommend a reseal and further waterproofing on purchase. The floor is sewn in bathtub style, but it's a woven mesh rather than solid plastic. Although made out of waterproof material, the floor isn't very waterproof. Make sure you use a tarp or footprint. Interestingly, the vestibule is not attached. You put up the main teepee and then attach the vestibule. Overall, it's a good size family camping tent but made with cheap parts but will have wet weather issues. At number 6. Vidalido 5 to 6 person family teepee tent. The Vidalido will be easy to find in a campground with its tall conical appearance and unique design. This tent is a fair weather fun family camping tent. It's a good smaller family tent with the ability to sleep 4 to 5, smallish, people or mom, dad, and the kids. Even though the specs say 6 people, we wouldn't want to try it if they were all big adults. The tent comes with a mesh inner layer that you can use as an insect-proof place for youngsters and a polyester outer shell that you can use as a sun shelter. The instructions aren't well translated, but most people can set the tent up without them. Weighing only 11 pounds 14 ounces, it's made with materials like nylon, but with a hydrostatic head rating of just 600 millimeters, it's not rainproof in the real world. There are a lot of reviews that mention how easy it tears and parts that fall off. Unless you're expecting perfect weather, it's not one to stake your weekend bliss on. It's cute and attention-grabbing but not heavy-duty and best used as a fair weather backyard teepee or a family car camping tent.